These are the new official spoilers for Part 3 of Episode 70. To start with, DAFUQ Boom sent these two spoilers to YouTuber Spiderund. The latter, in turn, made a post saying he was excited about it. And before breaking this news, I'll answer that this is not a fake, because this author has a YouTuber role in DAFUQ Boom's official Discord. If this turned out to be a hype attempt on his part, he would have been removed from this role immediately. And as you can see, even a day later, he is still in that role. As usual, Iron Cameraman is with you, and so today you will not be bored, as you will learn about all the latest news about the release of Part 3 of the 70 series. And at the end of the video, I'll even tell you when it's finally coming out, because Part 2 was 17 days ago. Think about it. Over half a month, he's been making a new part. So watch this video from start to finish, and you won't miss all the most important news. And also, subscribe to the channel and give me a like, because 99% of the viewers watch me without subscribing, and that's not a joke. Only 1% watch with a subscription, and that's very little. I hope at least some of you will subscribe so you don't miss my future analysis once the series itself comes out. Anyway, here we go. First of all, let's take another look at these masterpiece troll leaks. In the first frame, DAFUQ showed himself, but with hyperbolized facial shapes, which is probably a reference to that ultra jock meme with perfect facial features. Even in the file name when you download it, it's labeled as Moged. In the second shot, DAFUQ is already with his arm together, and as if he wants to attract some girl. Well, or all three girls at once. Why not? His attractiveness, I think, is enough for all of them. And when you download it, the name of the file also speaks for itself. It says Riz. By the way, for some reason this troll leak reminds me of the popular Sigma meme, which is also associated with success and respectability. And if you remember that troll leaks are very often about the plot of the new episode itself, there's a very cool theory about what the meaning of these two troll leaks is. For those who don't know, I'll tell you about a couple of examples so that you understand what I mean when I say that troll leaks spoiler the plot, even partially, but almost directly. Well, for example, you can remember the troll leak before the release of the third part of episode 67, where TV Man Titan clapping the scientist. So in the episode itself, the scientist died at the hands of TV Man Titan, although it later turned out that the original scientist was inside, but that's beside the point. Let's take another example. Remember the troll leak before episode 68 came out, where at the bottom of the photo with TV Man and fake G-Man it said, "I am feeling romantic." So, in the episode itself, when it came out, we saw that fake G-Man died at the hands of TV Man the Titan. So if we take all these facts into consideration and the fact that this is most likely a troll leak and not a direct shot from Part 3, it means that DAFUQ will do something tough in Part 3 of episode 70 and turn things around in the lab. Because as we've learned from our experience, as soon as DAFUQ shows romance or love in troll leaks, it means that this character is going to die or at least get damaged. But what's unusual in this case is that DAFUQ didn't show us the second character, the one he wants to attract. Well, to be more precise, as we have already realized, to kill. However, the most important question remains. Who does he want to kill? That's what he doesn't want to tell us ahead of time. So in the previous leak, when he posted a shot from episode 1 in honor of the episode's anniversary, under the photo itself was the caption, "Somethings have to stay secret." But what if I told you that he showed us the very one who will die in Part 3 a long time ago? It's just that we were missing the very puzzle back then in the form of this new troll leak. We're talking, of course, about this leak with the scientist. Let me remind you that this shot was shown to us by DAFUQ Boom before Part 1 of episode 70 was released, and he didn't even sign this picture as a leak. However, judging by the number 70, it's clear that the scientist will definitely be in Part 3 of episode 70, since he wasn't in Parts 1 and 2. So from the looks of it, if you analyze all these three leaks, they all together could mean that a secret agent will kill or help kill the scientist. If you don't have a headache yet, then let me continue my thought, because this is not my whole theory yet. The fact is, there's another interesting piece of evidence to my theory. You see, if you pay attention to Spiderund's correspondence with DAFUQ Boom, you can see that he sent a certain picture with a scientist and signed it, "Bro trying to riz me." And if you notice, the character in question looks a lot like Skibidi Scientist. The only difference is that he is a person and not a toilet, and he has a deformed face like the secret agent on the leak. So given that we've already been shown DAFUQ Boom in the poster along with a group of scientists, that means it's likely that he personally knows this scientist as well before he became a Skibidi Toilet. And so the fact that he, being human, wants to kill the evil scientist himself, or cure him altogether and turn him back into a human, becomes a very logical progression for the series in story terms. If even the scientist doesn't end up dead, at the very least the secret agent will be very close to it, or at least cripple him. And if everything goes according to the treatment scenario, and it turns out that the secret agent has a serum for the Skibidi virus, it will be even more interesting. But in this case, the series in general will go in a completely new direction of development, and this plot twist will completely divide the series into before and after. So I think the author of the series DAFUQ Boom will choose a simpler option with the murder. And as promised at the beginning of the video, let me tell you my opinion on when the final part of the 70 episode will be released, as I think the release will be very soon, because usually after we see leaks, the series is released within 2 to 3 days. And you know what? That's not all my thoughts on the third installment. So be sure to subscribe to the channel and give it a like if you want to see more videos on my channel. And while I'm making them, I suggest checking out these videos of mine if you haven't seen them yet. Bye.